Hey guys, Terence here. Today I want to show you guys how to change your front and rear brake pads on the 2015 Ford Focus. I know there's some videos online, but there's some key elements I see the videos missed out, and I'll show you guys how to kind of properly change them. And the parts I'll be using, part numbers in the description box, the exact parts I bought, recommendations, and all the tools you'll need to do the job. Fairly simple job to me. I've done it. Brake jobs so many times, so kind of pretty much got them down packed. But I'll show you guys how to do them, the front and rear, and the tools that are required to do the job. So stay tuned. Okay, this is my tool pile. It's a mess. I have special tools for the rear. I know you can use. I've gotten away with using. Where are they? Some needle nose pliers for the rear brakes. On a lot of these smaller cars, this is the rear brakes on these, they twist in, but it's not new. I did a 2000 or 1999 Ford, 1999 Ford, one of the Ford or smaller cars, and the brakes were exactly like that, to twist in. So it's not new technology, but the rear brakes require like a special tool like this. So I'll show you guys how to do both. The parts I'm using Nakamoto brakes. I've used them quite a bit. These are the ceramics. And there's some super good brakes. It's a recommendation for me. All the tools I'll be using, I use to jack the car up. I use to take the lugs off my impact. I'll be using this to remove, just not to tighten down, but just to remove the bolts out of the brakes, calipers, and definitely, this is one of the most important things you should have, some braking caliper grease. This is synthetic. I've actually had this canister for maybe 10 years. And this is some incredible caliper grease. And I'm almost at the bottom of it, but it's still going strong after probably 50-60 brake jobs and some brake cleaning. So let's get started. Let me talk about the importance of like I do in all my videos, because you don't want to hurt yourself. You can't grow legs and arms or fingers back, and it's important to wear kind of some. Well, I have safety goggles, safety glasses, so I'll use them at all times whenever I'm working on anything. And of course, I wear gloves. I never not work on anything with gloves. I think it's important to use gloves because, you know, to keep your hands nice and delicate. And I've worked on cars since I was 13 years old. I just stayed with a glove on, so even though my hands are pretty rough now, but I keep a glove on, so you don't have to wear gloves. Just a recommendation from me. But what's important is jacking this car up. You won't. I'm doing the front at once, both front at once, and I'm gonna do both rear at once. I'll turn the car around and jack it up, but you want to jack up secure location. This is why I got them jacked up. Those frame mounts right there are also excellent places to put the jack stands. But definitely don't trust the jack. Use the jack stands at all times. Do not trust the jack while working under any car or when the car's jacked up. Do not trust the jack. Get some jack stands under the car. As you can see behind both wheels, I got blocks. Secure those back wheels with some blocks. I don't know what that's hanging from. I don't know if you ran over something. But secure both wheels before you jack the car up. The proper size to remove the lugs from off this car is a 19mm or 3/4. 19mm fits a little bit more snug, which is great for not stripping out the lugs, but 3/4 will do just fine. 3/4 or 19mm. Alright, the first thing you want to do is remove these plastic pieces. One there. One there, kind of put them to the side so you won't lose them. The next thing you want to do for the front, work on the front first. Oh, turn the wheel towards you. That's the first thing you want to do. Sorry about that. Turn the wheel facing you out. By me having the car jacked up, I can turn them while the car's off the ground. Because I got both wheels in the air, so I can turn them all the way facing me by hand. But the first thing you want to do is turn the wheels out towards you. Second thing is remove the black caps off the caliper pins or caliper slides. The next thing you want to use is your flathead screwdriver. You want to kind of wedge here and push back. I'm going to free these calipers up. Pushing back slowly right here. Okay, let me start over. Taking a flathead screwdriver, putting them here. In here. I'm just pushing back. And it's easing the caliper back, as you can see. The brake is pushing the caliper back. We'll push it back more using my brake clamp, the C clamp I'll be using. And you can go to the bottom. Sorry, my phone stand or my camera stand is out of commission right now, so same space at the bottom. See, I'm pushing back. Just enough so the brakes can come off easy. You know, you can't get the caliper all the way in, but to get it all the way flush like you need it, you need a C clamp, or they got some grips for the brakes too. But I got some clamps for it, and I'll show you guys how to do it. So, okay, we got that. Let's remove the caliper slides first, or no, let's take out this. Let's remove this pin. I mean this. Let's take the screwdriver in here. This is a spring-loaded clamp. This creates tension to hold the brake caliper on the caliper frame. So you wanna stick your screwdriver. I'm trying to do it off my phone. Stick your screwdriver in there. Pop it off. It's important if this is your first time doing a brake job, take a picture of this so you can see how it goes back on. Like I recommend, like in all my videos working on cars. If you don't know how to, if you're a novice to doing these jobs or any automotive job or any job period, just take some images of it so you can see where everything goes back, just in case you forget. Alright, the next thing we want to do is remove the caliper pins, which requires yeah, I'm doing this with one hand, so forgive me. I'm sorry if it's moving. I'm trying to hold it steady as possible. The next thing you need is, this is a 7mm Allen key socket. Allen key, and it goes inside of here. These are Allen keys. 7mm. I'll only be using this to remove them. I'll tighten it by hand. I'll leave tour specs in the description box. But I know how to torque them by hand. I've done 1,000 brake jobs. is out. Just to remove them quickly. As you can see, they're out. And then remove the caliper. You can take them all the way out if you want, because we're going to lubricate them. But I'll put them back for right now. So remove the caliper. Kind of secure it up top right here for right now. You don't want that line to hang. You don't want to risk damage or pinching that line. Right there, the brake line. So secure them on top. Sorry about the sun glare. I always secure them on top of the rotor. I work from right there. That's my working space with I'm doing these jobs. So as you can see, still got the factory brake pads in here. Just pull them off. They're not that bad, about 50%. But the reason I know they need changing, or it's time for them to be changed, I don't want to wait till they get down to the metal to metal. I don't want to risk. You don't want to risk damaging the rotors by letting the pads get down to the metal. They're fairly cheap. This is a fairly easy job. So I'll change them when they get to 50%. And the reason I know that they need changing is because at maybe 55, 60 miles an hour with any car, the indicator is maybe some vibration in the steering wheel, or definitely some the shaking. The shaking in the steering wheel is an indicator for me that the brakes are low. Because look how much the caliper went back, and I'm not always done. So when there's pressure applied to that brake, they push forward and they ease back. That gap creates that tremble or that shake you'll feel in the steering wheel, that vibration you'll feel, opposed to having some newer brakes or some brakes that's good. You won't feel that the shimmy in the steering wheel, the shaking in the steering wheel, or the vibration, because there's less gap between that caliper and the rotor. So that's an indicator for me. And of course, this car was getting it started maybe a month ago, and I know the brakes were getting low, so just change them opposed to letting them get down or even close to metal, because you wind up wearing the rotors out. Alright, that's the next thing we have to do. We're going to push that caliper all the way in. On a lot of cars, I use the old brakes that keep that back brake in place. And I use the old brake. The leverage for my clamp. Not that bad. Maybe you can keep them for an emergency. I don't know. So I'll stick me a little metal pad right there. And put my clamp. In place. So the the caliper is pushed all the way in. Let's back off. I can push this button and just do it real quick. Push the button in and just pull it back. Move my clamp out the way. Remove my little piece of metal. This is the rear brake, so there's a clamp made onto the brake so it can lock in place. Just pull it up like that. Like that. Caliper push flush. This is flush. You don't go in any further than that. That's how you know you're all the way down. So, let's pull these pins out. Before we reinstall the brakes. Like I said, I do apologize for not having my tripod for my camera, because I don't want to get anybody sick from watching my videos. I want to try to do the best that I can with the tools that I'm working with. So I'm by myself as always, and look at this stuff. I'm at the end of I'm at the bottom, but I got some on the side, so I'll use it to the end. I've had this well over 10 years, but let's put some. This is synthetic caliper grease. Let me tell you guys how important this grease is. Well, I ain't got to tell you. Let's read what it says on this 10-year plus container. It says CRC synthetic brake and caliper grease will not damage rubber or plastic components, freeze, melt, or wash out. Properly lubricating your brake system will ensure optimum braking efficiency, even pad wear, and extend brake life. Those are the things you get from using this, and it shows you all the different places to apply it. And here we're applying it to the caliper pins or brake pads, as I did right now. Let's put a little bit more on there. That's one. We can just kind of snug it in there so we can have room to push the caliper up. And let's get the other one in. There's the other one. Lubed and ready to go. So what's next? Old brakes, time for the new ones. I'm using the Nakamoto's. I've been using these for a minute. We were once getting the brakes from AutoZone with the lifetime warranty. You just take them back and replace them. But these brakes are super good to me. I like these Nakamoto brakes. I use them on my truck and all our other cars. We use the Nakamoto brakes. I've been using them for a minute, and they last for a pretty long time. You don't get the squealing noise from them when your brake pad's getting low. Let me cut the plastic open. So we don't got the lifetime deal, but who keeps the car for a lifetime? Now, I know you can save money, but to me, I like quality. I test things out, and when the quality meets my standard, kind of normally stay with it. So unlike a lot of brakes you see, these come sealed in plastic. If I can get it off. So, not expensive, but the quality on these brakes are incredible to me. I've been using them for a minute. They almost like OEM brakes. These are just as equivalent to the factory brake pads to me, if not better. So that's lube. Let's grease the back of them up. Put grease all around here, or the spray, and I'll try to find it to show you guys. I know I got it somewhere now. guys using this stuff. I'm gonna buy me some more. Quite sure the container is a whole lot different. So don't go looking for that container. It may not be, I don't know. I bought that grease over 10 years ago. So you have to put it on the clamp right there, just on the back of this brake. I do the entire brake, but you don't have to. Only the area where that cylinder pushes down on. You want to make sure it's pushing in a lubed area. So this is properly lubricating your brakes. Let's do the other one. We can park this in there. Hey, I'm working with one hand here. Give me a break. I want to show you guys the right way to change your brakes. And I mean, push back. So push the bottom one in and kind of on a tilt like that, and then just push it back like that. So push the bottom part in and push it back like that, and then go in easy. So let's lubricate the second, the front pad. Hey, I've had this stuff for 10 years plus, and it's still, I'm at the end of the bottle though, but it's some on the side. I can get a few more brake jobs out of this. I'm saving money. That's what I'm about, saving money and trying to let you guys save money too. So it appears to be properly lubricated up. So I'm gonna set that pad. Trying to hold steady. Just gonna set that pad up here in place. Like that. Lubricate it up. Hey guys, I'm working on one hand here. Give me a break. I'm sorry for all the movement. I'm not trying to get nobody sick. I swear I'm not. I swear. Hold on, one hand. I'm doing one hand still. As you can see, I got the phone in my hand. Hey, I got it. Look, I'm using my knee too. My knee to hold it up in there, just to get, I'm pushing that pin in its hole. I ain't screwing it in yet, but I was gonna give me some leverage here. Let's do the bottom. So we're going up pretty much just like we came off, but instead I'll be tightening. I need this. Hey, I'm one-handed here, guys. Give me a break. Be needing this, and I got a little ratchet out here somewhere. Oh, ratchet, where are you? Here it is. I'm using a small 3/8 drive ratchet. Off, on. So it's going on like. Okay, I'm gonna tighten this one up. I'll give you guys the torque specs, but I've done this so many times, I don't need no specs. I don't wanna make them too tight so I can, but I'm pulling up. Just a grunt. That's all you need. So you make a nice little grunt. Let's put our plastic pieces back in place. Look, this just pop in, they just pop in place. Like that. Like that. And you're done. No, you're not. You gotta just put one more piece on. Let me twist them around using my hand since the car is jacked up. And the little clamp, the retainer to hold these brake, the caliper against the caliper mount. which is this. So I'm one hand in this, y'all. I'm gonna try to do one hand there. Look at me, I'm going like this on an angle. I'm gonna get this hole in. Come on now. Okay. I feel some snug there. Let's push. So got the top one in and on the back of here. On one hand still, guys. Got this in, so I'll push up to get that in the hole. So now you want to come behind it. You got some tension on this thing. Up, came out the hole. It's okay. One-handed, the whole job. Even when it came out. Just one-handed. Man, how awesome is that? Man, I'm just so cool with this stuff. One-handed, secured. So anybody can do it. One-handed. We're lubed up and we're ready to put the wheel on. I'll put the wheels on and we'll get to the back. Just wanted to show you guys this is the proper way to change your brakes. Make sure you're jacked up at a safe with jack stands underneath this car before you get started. And one of the most important things too, because you don't want to run nobody over or you don't want to get in the car, crank it up and take off. As soon as you get in the car, after changing any brakes, this is so important. Pump the brakes up. Pump the brakes up. You can do it with the car, but start the car. Do not put it in drive, whatever you do, or reverse. Don't touch the gear selector. Pump those brakes until they get hard, and then you can put it in drive or reverse. But do not, do not. It's so important because you know what's going to happen. You're going to get in there and you're going to, because we just push the calipers all the way down and push it in. There's anti lines. You start the car up. You don't have to take my word for it. Just get in there after you put the front brakes on like this and just turn it up and put it in drive and go. You're going to run into somebody, tear your car up. The brakes are going to go all the way to the floor. So it's important. Pump those brakes up. Pump them up before you put it in gear. It takes literally less than 10 bumps. Maybe 5 bumps. Depends on who your car is. And once you feel them get hard, you're ready to go. Okay, let's do the rear. Be back in a second. Show you guys. Okay, I want to show you guys some safe places to jack your car up in the rear. As you can see, I'm jacked up. Both stands are in place so I can get under here safely and securely, which is the most important thing before I start any job, especially with being under a car. So both jack stands are in place. Since I jacked the entire back up, both wheels off the ground. Since I'll be doing both, I can knock the rear off, hitting 2 birds with 1 stone. So opposed to just jacking both sides up. This is one of the sweet spots. If you don't have a hydraulic jack and want to jack up the back, get a regular jack stand. Let's go to a more suitable spot. This is one. You can jack up right there if you have a smaller hydraulic jack. Hey guys, I want to share a quick tip with you guys. Notice all the lugs are off and the tire's still on. I'm quite sure I can pull it right off. It's, like I said, this is a fairly new car. But I want to show you guys exactly what to do if your tire is stuck on here when you take the lugs off and you can't remove it. All you want to do is turn. I'll try to do this as best as I can. Use the back of your heel and kick right at the bottom. That's it, right there. Just boom. Turn. Face that way. Face out. Face out. Turn your body around and use the back of your heel. Come on, zoom in. And you want to kick at the very bottom. Like that. And it'll come right off. If it's stuck. This is one stuck, but I just want to share that with you guys. If it's stuck, Okay guys, kind of created a little stand for my camera to sit on, because this job I can't do it by one hand. This requires a little bit more attention. I need both of my hands to do the job successfully and to show you guys and explain everything. So the first thing you want to do, like last time, is pop these plastic pieces out for the caliper pins or caliper slides, so we can get access to them. Flathead screwdriver, fairly easy. No, super easy, not fairly easy. Okay, the next thing you want to do, pop this off. Okay. Since these brakes screw in, we won't need the screwdriver to press them to relieve some tension, to relieve pressure from off the cylinder for the caliper. So we'll have to screw them in, but they should come right off once we remove the caliper pins. And I can't use my impact this time because there's not much space to work with, so I have to get my wrench in there. It's the same size, the 7mm Allen key, Allen socket. Both pins are pushed out. As you can see, and at the top, prying them off. This is why cleaner is important too, because it'll remove at the bottom. It's coming up both ways. Almost off. Off. I'll use the top as my support as usual. Okay, as you can notice, there's a spring on the back. Just keep note of that for when you put the other ones back on. And keep the spring to the back, to the rear of the rotor, and just pull off. Pulls off both. Rear, front, no spring. They're not bad. 40–50%. Another thing, it's rare for me to change the front and rear at the same time. The ratio goes 2 to 1. 2 times to the front, 1 times to the rear. That's the brake changing ratio. But I just change them because I'm using quality pads, and I want to keep the pedal all the way up to keep the car with the factory feel. So I just change them both out at the same time to get it over with. As you can see, these are 40% anyway, 40–50% these rear pads. But it's 2 to 1, 2 times in the front. On the second change out of the front, you want to be replacing the rear. So with this, as you can see here, there's, I'm gonna move my phone, but I gotta understand. There's 2 holes inside of this piston. It screws back with a little pressure applied to it. I've used needle nose pliers a few times on jobs like this. You know, some of them it was impossible almost to turn it with the needle nose pliers because you need the special tool. But this car is fairly new. It's a 2015, and let's see how hard it is or difficult it is with this. Oh, it's easy. It's not hard at all. So you want to just apply some force to it and push down, and it's going in. It's going all the way in. much easier than I thought it would be. So if you don't have the special tool, you can use some needle nose pliers. But let's show you what the special tool does. So I got the right fitting. There's a V on this fitting. There may be there's a line through it. It may be an A. It looks like a V, but there's a line through it. As you can see, maybe it's an A, but you guys can see the exact fit. Now I'll show you guys the tool I bought a minute ago. They're still selling them online. It has lots of different fittings for a lot of different cars. But this is for this Ford, and it fits in a groove like that, so you can turn it down with some force with this tool. So what you want to do is use this piece. Sorry for the light glare. And slide it down here. This will go into them holes. Or you can just put it on here. And screw this down so you can get this fitted in here. Like so. Screw this up, counterclockwise to tighten down like that. But I normally hold this brace in place with my hand because I don't want to keep tightening it down, and I just push and I twist. It'll keep turning forever if you turn it, but you just want to get it down while you're pressing. This will turn forever. So what you're supposed to do is just keep tightening, keep counterclockwise in this to keep applying pressure so it can stay in place like that. You want to keep applying, but like I said, I use my thumb as like so and hold it in place when I'm twisting down with my right hand, because if you don't, it'll fall loose. You have to keep tightening it counterclockwise. Clockwise, I'm sorry. Clockwise, as if you're tightening something. Clockwise, sorry about that. And you press down. But I'm holding with my thumb so I don't have to keep tightening it. But you can. You see, I'm using Nakamoto's in plastic. New spring attached. Let's get the razor. Like I said, I'll put the part number in the box for you guys. To show you the exact ones I order, and just a recommendation from me. You can buy what you like. It's up to you. Okay. Just keep the AutoZone lifetime. Quality is important to me. So this is the difference. Front and front. I say sorry about the light glare. The sun is blazing out here. So as you can see, they were low. And now the pedal felt good. It still felt like it was factory. It was just getting the trembling in the steering wheel. Let me know. The steering wheel let me know that the front pads were low. So this thing should stop. The car should stop back just like we bought it brand new. So as you can see the difference. Okay. Let's get some grease, synthetic grease on here. Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm all right.
I'm trying to hurry up and get done so I can enjoy some of this beautiful day at home.
I heard
but
that.
It's so nice out. I'm like, do.
Yes, it is.
I can't get moving like I want to.
Yes. You can leave it there. You have a nice day.
You do the same and have a good weekend.
You too. Our mail lady, she's so nice and sweet. I want to enjoy the day too. It's nice out. All I do is work. So, let's do the back. I'm at the end of the road. At the end of the road with the... Now I got some more down on the side and I'm going to use it. And they just slide down. Let me give you guys a good angle. And just slide in place. Like so. Front and back. And let's do the caliper pins. I don't have to remove them. Just do the back. Did the back side on both, as you can see. Got the caliper slides greased up. Push them in some. Push them in some. Alright. And let's see if we have to push the... Yeah, we gotta come in some more. I think we got it now, guys. We should be in there now. Yep. Like so. Let me zoom back up so I can see. We got it now, guys. I felt that. But you see what it takes. Push down. Let's get started. Done. Okay, our last piece, our last two pieces. We can do these now. And these black nuts, these plastic, they had the screws from dust and mud and grime, corrosion to get in there to block you from getting to that Allen key. Okay. Now this retainer clip. Go to the bottom first. Let me make sure you guys get a good angle on this. Let me take it back out on an angle. Onto the bottom first like that. This is facing up. Rotating it. Getting this one in the hole. Just enough to snug. Coming under here like that. Bam. You locked in. Alright, that's it. Both brakes have been successfully changed. And put your tires back on. I'll put all the part numbers in the description boxes. I'll show you the actual place where I got the parts from, how much they cost, etc., etc. But now put the tires on, put your lugs on, tighten them down, and pump those brakes before you put that car in gear. It's one of the most important things because you're running into somebody. Well, the front is stopping, but there's still air in the lines. Pump those brakes. When I did the front, it only took 3 pumps, 2 pumps, and it was done. So pump those brakes and be safe. Thanks for watching the video. Subscribe to my channel. I got a ton of stuff coming on some of everything. I'll be uploading a lot now. I'm going to show you guys all the crazy things I got, all the things that I do, which is a magnitude of things. And I'll be sharing it with you guys. So subscribe to the channel, please. All right, be safe.